Good morning, I'm David with the National Weather Service here in Chicago. It is February 1st, 2014 at 5 a.m. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this multimedia briefing, and I'd like to take the next couple of minutes to bring you up to date on the latest forecast information concerning today's winter storm. Through this evening, we anticipate heavy snow to continue mainly through this morning, ending early this evening, and then freezing rain may mix with snow across the southern portions of our forecast area. Then for next week, we'll also discuss briefly the winter storm that's possibly going to impact the area Tuesday into Wednesday. There is still considerable uncertainty which remains on the precise track of this system. Here's a look at the regional radar for this morning. We are seeing considerable precipitation expand across northern Illinois. The moderate to heavy at times snowfall will arrive across the northeast Illinois area later this morning, generally impacting the Chicago metropolitan area around daybreak and persisting through the morning hours. As far as the snow and ice impacts are concerned for today through this afternoon, generally across far northwest Illinois, we're generally expecting 3 to 6 inches of snow. Further south, 4 to 8 inches of snow in the heaviest axis of snowfall. And across the southern parts of our forecast area, up to a quarter inch of freezing rain may mix with the snow or possibly become all freezing rain later this morning, and then switch back to snow later this afternoon before ending. Total snowfall amounts through the Saturday evening. Again, generally anticipate the heaviest snowfall to fall between Galesburg, Princeton to Joliet, and then obviously into the Chicago area of 4 to 8 inches. Further northwest, the snowfall totals are 3 to 6, and to the south, 3 to 6 as well. Total ice accumulations, we are generally anticipating from Pontiac to Kankakee, and then eventually just south of Gary, up to a quarter inch of ice accumulation is possible, with a little bit higher ice accumulations just south of Pontiac, down across Interstate 55, closer to Bloomington. Here is the ice probability of accumulations, and generally anticipate a high confidence or a high probability of seeing ice accumulate south of Joliet, with a little bit higher to the southwest, closer to Bloomington. The latest winter headlines, we currently have an advisory that continues through this evening for the southern portions of our forecast area. A winter storm warning continues through this evening across the central locations highlighted in pink. And to the northwest, we have a winter weather advisory which also continues through this evening. So again, the weather impacts for today: moderate snow across northwest Illinois. That will continue through the morning hours into this afternoon, making difficult travel with generally 3 to 6 inches of snowfall expected. Heavy snow will occur across northeast Illinois and northwest Indiana. This will arrive this morning and persist through this afternoon. This too will make hazardous travel for any folks trying to travel the interstate system, which generally anticipate 4 to 8 inches of snowfall, and within that there could be snowfall rates that exceed 1 inch per hour. And then further south, where we anticipate snow and freezing rain, south of a line generally from Pontiac to Kankakee over to Valparaiso, and that will arrive later this morning and continue through this afternoon with generally 3 to 6 inches for the snowfall totals and up to a quarter inch of freezing rain. Again, touching base on the winter storm for next week, the possibility of this track still remains uncertain, but at this point in time we are anticipating that the track will originate somewhere over Louisiana and slide off to the northeast through the Ohio Valley. We're currently anticipating the possibility for heavy snowfall, but again I would recommend checking back to the forecast because it will likely change over the next couple of days. So again, it is 5 a.m. on February 1st, 2014. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this multimedia briefing. Forecast information could change at a later time, so be sure to check back to our website at weather.gov/Chicago for the latest forecast information, and as always, be sure to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio and the local media for any watches, warnings, or advisories that may be issued.